China announced it locked on to an F-22 Raptor, the most advanced stealth fighter ever built, caught on radar. Beijing said it out loud, ran the press conference, published the radar data, and for 72 hours the Pentagon said nothing back, because they were already flying the answer. An $11 billion upgrade so classified Lockheed Martin only showed a model of it 2 months ago. The F-22 didn't get better radar, it got rid of radar entirely. And the plane China just claimed to detect is now the plane that sees them first in complete silence. This is why the F-47 was fast-tracked, because the Pentagon realized something terrifying. China didn't just build a detection system, they built the wrong trap, and America just walked out the back door. To understand what just happened, you need to understand why China built the J-20 in the first place. Not to win air battles, to stop one specific jet, the F-22 Raptor. For over a decade, Chinese war planners ran the same simulation, the Taiwan Strait. American F-22s holding the corridor, Chinese bombers trying to break through, and in every simulation the result was the same. The F-22 cleared the sky, every single time, so China built an answer, the J-20 stealth fighter. Unit cost $120 million. And they built 270 of them already, with production orders on the table to scale that fleet to 800 jets. Run that number. $120 million times 800, that's $96 billion pointed at one specific target. The doctrine was clean. Don't try to outfly the F-22. Overwhelm it. The J-20 carries the Pasel-15 missile, a weapon specifically engineered to outrange every air-to-air missile in the F-22's current arsenal. Launch before the F-22 closes the distance. Kill it from outside its weapons envelope. Problem solved. But China didn't stop there. They integrated ground-based radar networks across the first island chain, specifically calibrated to the F-22's radar frequency patterns. They built electronic intelligence stations in the South China Sea designed to map every emission the Raptor generates. The entire Chinese air defense architecture, ground, sea, and air, was unified around one mission. Find the F-22 first. Kill it before it shoots. But here's the question nobody is asking. What if the F-22 was already inside China's kill zone before a single J-20 pilot even knew it was there? In January 2025, the Pentagon quietly awarded a $270 million contract to upgrade the F-22's detection capability. Not its radar, its eyes. The IRDS Infrared Defensive System. 30 IRS T-pods ordered and integrated across the F-22 fleet. Infrared search and track sensors that hunt targets purely by heat signature. No radar pulse, no emissions. Nothing for China's entire detection architecture to grab onto. Then it went further. A new multispectral stealth coating, tested extensively at Edwards Air Force Base throughout 2025, reduces the F-22's signature not just to radar, but to infrared and optical sensors simultaneously. All spectrum stealth. And new conformal fuel tanks extend combat range by 850 nautical miles without adding a single centimeter of radar cross-section. Full package, $11 billion. Now run the math. China spent $96 billion building a wall around the F-22. The F-22 spent $11 billion becoming invisible to the wall entirely. And then, in June 2025, the F-22 stopped being a theory. It went to war. And everything Beijing built got its first real test. Operation Midnight Hammer, June 2025, the largest American air operation in over 2 decades, a 125 aircraft strike package targeting Iran's nuclear infrastructure. And F-22 Raptors led the entire package from the front. They penetrated deep into Iranian S-300 and S-400 coverage. The same Russian-built air defense architecture China has integrated directly into its own Pacific systems. The F-22's suppressed radar networks, jammed electronic countermeasures, and cleared the flight corridor for B-2 Spirit bombers carrying 30,000-pound bunker-busting ordnance. The most complex coordinated airstrike in a generation, executed in a single night. 0 American losses, the most sophisticated air defense network Iran possessed, built on Russian technology, fed in real time by Chinese satellite data, never registered a confirmed kill. The F-22 flew through it like it wasn't there, because for the F-22's new sensor suite, it essentially wasn't. Now here's where the weapons picture becomes decisive. The J-20's entire first strike doctrine is built on one weapon, the PL-15 missile. Outrange the F-22. Shoot first, win. That was the plan. The F-22 is now being integrated with the AIM-260 Joint Advanced Tactical Missile, a next-generation weapon with a classified range that specifically exceeds the PL-15 at every engagement distance. The one weapons advantage China built the entire J-20 program around is being officially eliminated. The F-22 carries that missile, and everything else invisibly. 6 AIM-120 AMRAAMs plus 2 AIM-9X Sidewinders, all stored internally in sealed weapons bays. No external pylons, no radar signature spike from hanging munitions. A full combat load, completely hidden. In late 2024, an F-22 confirmed a beyond visual range intercept against a target that never registered an incoming lock. The kill was confirmed before the target knew it was being tracked. Then there is the speed equation China cannot answer. The F-22 supercruises at Mach 1.8 without afterburner. No heat bloom, no fuel burn spike, no infrared signature. The J-20 requires full afterburner to match that speed, which means every time a J-20 pilot pushes the throttle to engage, he broadcasts his exact position to the F-22's IRST pods. China built a supersonic fighter that lights itself up every single time it tries to fight. And if a J-20 somehow survives that sequence and closes to visual range, thrust vectoring ends the conversation in seconds. The F-22 can point its nose at angles no 4th or 5th generation fighter can physically replicate. In a turning fight, the J-20 cannot track it, cannot match the maneuver, cannot respond. Here's what I want you to think about. China has 800 J-20s either built or on order. Every single one was designed around one assumption, that the F-22 announces itself with radar. That assumption is now gone. Can Beijing retool a $96 billion program fast enough to matter before the 2027 Pacific window closes? Drop your answer below. Let's make this completely clear. A direct comparison of J-20 and F-22. Stealth. The F-22's all-aspect radar cross-section is the lowest ever measured on a production combat aircraft. The J-20 has adequate frontal stealth, but its sides and rear remain fully exposed. In a dynamic engagement, the F-22 never presents a clean frontal signature. The J-20 always presents a flank that the F-22's IRST acquires and locks. Speed. Both jets hit Mach 2+ in afterburner. Only the F-22 reaches Mach 1.8 in complete silence. Every supersonic move the J-20 makes produces an infrared bloom. The F-22's sensors read from combat range. The F-22 moves fast and stays invisible. The J-20 moves fast and announces itself. Missiles. The PL-15 was China's ace. The AIM-260 JATM buries it at range. The F-22 shoots first, every engagement, always. Numbers. China will eventually field 3 J-20s for every F-22 in the Pacific, and it will not matter. Because numbers only change a battle when both sides can find each other. In a kill chain where the F-22 detects, tracks, and fires in complete silence, J-20 mass is not a force multiplier. It is a target list. But here's what actually keeps Pentagon planners up at night. It is not the J-20. The J-20 has already been answered. It's what comes after it. The J-20 was designed to counter the F-22 as it was, not as it is now. And the F-47 was not built to be a better F-22. It was built around everything the F-22 just proved in Iran. Native AI drone wingmen that multiply the kill chain before a pilot pulls a trigger. Passive kill architecture baked in from the ground up. A combat radius that reaches past the first island chain without a tanker in sight. The F-22 tested the doctrine in a real war. The F-47 makes that doctrine permanent and turns every J-20 production decision China made over the last 14 years into a very expensive footnote. The J-20 was built to stop the F-22. The F-22 evolved past it. And now the F-47 makes the entire equation irrelevant. This is what America just did. rewrote the rules of air dominance while the other side was still manufacturing answers to the previous version. China spent 14 years engineering the perfect counter to the F-22. The F-22 spent 18 months making that counter obsolete, and when it went to war over Iran, it executed exactly what the classified war games predicted. And Beijing watched every second of it on satellite in real time. The era of radar-dependent air combat is officially over. The F-22 proved it. The F-47 is the doctrine made permanent. Here's what I want you to answer. China is building 800 jets specifically designed to detect a plane that no longer announces itself. Does the entire Chinese modernization program become the most expensive miscalculation in aviation history? Drop your take in the comments. The best answer becomes our next full breakdown.